Hey, hi, hello. It's crisscrossing at Rainbow Bridge. And yeah, my lipstick is a big old mess because I just got done eating a big, juicy piece of fruit. Oh, it was so juicy that I had to stand over the kitchen sink, like, and just eat it like an animal. It was freaking delicious. So today I had an incredible morning. I'm grateful and lucky I was able to have a doctor's appointment, and it was even on Zoom, which means I didn't even have to leave the house, which is good because I got a bald spot on my head. Um, and I did a good job eating my breakfast. I've actually been eating breakfast lately, and I wanted to talk about something that's kind of a controversial topic, and it might be sensitive for some viewers. Um, so, um, Warning, the following content may contain sensitive topics and triggering stories that some viewers might like to avoid. I need to work on that. Hmm. Warning, the following video contains graphic content and problem and blah. Warning, the following video contains graphic content and references to various eating disorders and may be triggering for sensitive individuals. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm going to work on that. But yeah, viewer discretion is advised because I do want to talk about something that is a sensitive topic for many people, and that is eating disorders. Um, if that's a sensitive topic for you, then please click off this video because I don't want to help you. I don't want to not help you. Like if you have a challenge around that, or you're experiencing problems, or you have in the past, and it's just something that you don't want to talk about, then please click off this video and go find another video. You can find multiple videos in my library. Some of them are dope and some of them are not. And there's other videos too from other people. There's lots of people. Anywho, this moment will be the moment that I mark as starting. I've been diagnosed with anorexia nervosa and eating disorder, otherwise not otherwise specified. So there's two separate diagnoses. One of them is what's called a food restriction diagnosis. So I don't purge, which means I don't make myself vomit, and I don't use diuretics, which is, like laxatives, but I will restrict how much food I eat or how often I eat, and I've been doing it for a very long time. Um, and it's deeply personal. Everybody has a story behind how their eating disorder became a part of their life. For me, it was a lifetime of trying to look a certain way, trying to fit in, um, wanting to be accepted and wanting approval. And, at the end of the day, that's a fair thing for somebody to want. We might say that we don't care what other people think about us. And that's true. A lot of times it actually is true. But sometimes there's an instinctual need to receive approval from someone. And I believe it is instinctual because it goes down to the very fabric of our being. Like, if I don't go back into your little child self, like when you're really little and you don't have a better understanding of the world yet, and you're forming your identity and your social location in the world, and that's based upon the people around you and modeling their behaviors, and learning about how they treat you and how you treat them, or what they're supposed to do and what you're supposed to do. Now, if you upset those people or they don't like you, doesn't it follow that you could die? Like, legit. In a little kid's mind, it's not that complicated for someone to just stop feeding you, or something drastic, like, when I was a child, I was afraid that I would be left outside and that I would like freeze to death or that an animal would come and eat me. And that was a legitimate fear because there were a lot of times when I was locked outside and we lived in the middle of nowhere. So everybody that's experiencing the symptoms of an eating disorder, or even if it's in remission, there's always a story behind it. And my story is long, and maybe we can save it for another day. Anyway, though, it's been around for a long time. It's been a part of my life for a long time. And the other side of my disordered eating has to do with it's not exactly binging. It's oh, it's kind of binge. Yeah, no, yeah, it is kind of binging. It's binge eating. Yeah, it is. So what I'll do is I'll restrict my food intake so for so much time, however long I can possibly do it, with only like a few bites a day or whatever. And then I'll get to a place where I can't do that anymore and I have to break the fast. And then I'll eat anything and everything in front of me. And typically, when I'm restricting, the food that I do eat oftentimes becomes junk food. This is a new development. In the past, that would never happen. So I'm really proud of myself because even though I'm struggling, I'm able to be honest about what's happening. I'm able to talk to somebody about what's happening. I'm able to get the help and the support that I need around it. I know that this eating disorder wants me dead. And anybody out there that's suffering with an eating disorder, um, your eating disorder will not be there for you. I know it's scary to let go of this behavior because it's actually made you feel powerful. It's made me feel like I can control something in my life um, when everything else felt like it was out of control. So letting go of it has been hard, and it still comes back, and like last few weeks have been challenging, but I've been eating breakfast almost every single day, and I'm really proud of myself for that. There's even been one day in the last 2 weeks where I actually followed my meal plan the whole day. So that means that I woke up in the morning and I had breakfast, then I had a snack, then I had lunch, then I had a snack, then I had dinner, and then I had a snack. And I actually did follow my portion size correctly and all that. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of you. If you're still listening to this and you're experiencing the symptoms of an eating disorder, no matter what kind of eating disorder it is, just know that you actually do have control when you eat food in a way that gives your body what your body needs. Whether you're trying to stop binge eating, or you're trying to stop purging, or you're trying to stop restricting, or what have you, following a schedule, getting a nutritional therapist, getting somebody to help you, like coach you or give you therapy, and work with you in setting goals that are realistic. We're probably not going to go from like 0 to 60 when we're getting treatment for an eating disorder. It's going to take time. It took time for it to develop, and it's going to take time for us to gain our strength and get enough tools in our tool belt to use. And a lot of it comes down to the way that we're thinking about things. And if we're not consciously aware of our thought process, that's probably a good place to start. So, my thought process will typically be, oh my God, I have to make breakfast. And then now the eating disorder voice is very weak in the morning. Oh, you don't need to eat breakfast. You're going to get fat. Don't eat breakfast. It's fine. Just skip it. But it's like really quiet now. And now my voice is much louder. Oh, okay, I'm going to make my breakfast. And then I actually now am enjoying eating my breakfast, which is really, really good. I sometimes have a very hard time not, I don't want to have any leftovers. And because I was taught through some very, was punished a lot and pretty severely. I'm just going to leave it at that. I was punished pretty severely for not cleaning my plate when I was a kid. And so if I accidentally serve myself too much food, or, I make a mistake on my portions, then I have this feeling of like doom and gloom, like I'm going to panic and freak out if I don't eat every bite. And so lately I've been challenging myself to, I try to make the serving the right size, which is an actual serving, using the guidelines that I've been given by my doctors. And then if I'm full, I stop eating so that I don't just eat, and then hurt my stomach. Um, so I think that's really good. But it's about how we think inside of our own heads. That's what has to change. Before the behavior can change, we have to change our thinking. We have to recognize and acknowledge our emotions, be able to identify them, learn how to process things in a different way. And it's actually really simple, but it's complicated at the same time. So, I mean, the bottom line is people can and do recover from anorexia and other eating disorders. And you can do it too. It is possible. I highly recommend an app which I like to use. It's very helpful. It's called oh my goodness. Excuse me, Morty. It's called Recovery Record. I'm sorry, my cat is here and he's getting into my closet for some reason. Yeah, the app is called Recovery Record. And so it's an app that's really, really cool. It has a schedule. You can schedule when your meal and snack reminders happen. You can put a meal plan in there from your nutritional therapist if you have one. Hopefully you do. You can make it so that your nutritional therapist and your therapist, your eating disorder specialist, can see your logs, which is helpful. Then you log your meals. It's got like a little camera in there. It's got a list of emotions, and it's just really, really cool. And you can also add mindfulness exercises, meditations, tricks and tools that you can use. Like one is Drop the Rock, I think it's called. And I have a lot of stuff in mind that I don't always use, but it's there. Oh no, it's called Drop the Anchor. That's one of the exercises. But it's just, I can't say enough about it. Again, it's called Recovery Record. And it's got like a little picture of a dove, sort of, and it's like an orange little square, with, the little bird is orange colored. Anyway, that's enough out of me. That's my little rant for the day about eating disorders and the fact that recovery can and does happen. It just takes time and practice. And when we have back slips, we just have to get support or, talk ourselves into a better place so that we can eat our food in a way that's helpful to our bodies. Okay, that's about it out of me. So I hope you take care of yourself. I hope that you're kind to each other. Bye for now.